Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad. On this wonderful Monday, it's snowing. It's 33 degrees. I think we got a high of 37. And when I say it's snowing, it's barely snowing, but it is starting to kind of, get heavy at times. But mostly it's just a very mild flurry, a very slight flurry, if you will. But it's a good day. It's a good day, right? I'll tell you about those who did not have a good day. Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe's malicious / incompetent regime. At least we forget that 13 servicemen and women died at Abgate, Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 other poor souls. 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs. Along with, 200 people, 300, I forget. 200 plus people lost their lives. 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs. A lot of them were service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands. Anyway, but there was hope. There was hope. Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Idaho Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just name a few. And there's more. At least we forget that there are 200 plus people still incarcerated over the J6 debacle. Hell, there's political prisoners without bail, without sentencing. They're starting to sentence some. And they're arresting more. Right. They're arresting more. Yes. Held in deplorable conditions, being halfway tortured, solitary confinement for extremely long periods of time, no heat, no air conditioning. They get to play with all the systems, all the climates, right? Terrible food. You can only imagine the terrible food they have. They in prison, they only give you enough just to keep you alive anyway, right? So it's real easy to lose weight in prison. And can you imagine being in this prison where they can really, really turn up the screws, right? Several people have already committed suicide. Yeah. Let that sink in. But there's hope. There's hope. Every morning they call their family, they all get together in the day room, and they call their family, friends, and loved ones and make and sing the national anthem at the top of their lungs. All of them. Check out the video. It's amazing. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, senators, congressmen, and representatives even getting in on the fight. Even the Speaker of the House is holding committees and hearings and shit. But, it's too little, too fucking late. Too little, too late. People have already committed suicide. Families. They're providing financial assistance for the displaced families. There's a lot of moms and dads in prison. They keep going. They keep striving on. Keep going. Meanwhile, so much going on. There was a ship in Yemen, the Yemen military pirates. The Yemen military pirates took a ship, and a joint task force took it back. So there you go. A little VBSS. What is that? A vessel boarding search and seizure, right? Hostages are being released, and but meanwhile it's still a ongoing shit show of a battle in the Gaza, in the West Bank, all over the place. Terrible. It's crazy. In other news, here in Ohio, they passed issue 2. Now we don't get to smoke weed just out in the open anymore. Not yet. So I think it's December something. I don't know. Sometime in early December, everybody gets to just walk around with a joint. But there are stipulations and limitations. Yes. For one, obviously, this is going to open up a lot of commerce and they're already creating a division of cannabis control, the DCC, the Division of Cannabis Control. And not only are they doing regulation stuff and taxing stuff, but they're also doing quality control. So they've set down some parameters that plant-based cannabis has to be, THC level has to be around 35%, and the other has to be around 90%. That can be increased or decreased at the DCC's whim. Governor DeWine, of course, is trying his best to get the speech right, the wordage right, so that they can severely fucking tax the shit out of it. Well, whatever. Have up to 6 ounces on you. I forget. I mean, you'd have to look at it. And there's also another stipulation about, well, you could, yeah, sure, you could smoke it in public, sure. But what about those who don't want to smell it, right? What about those who don't want to be exposed to secondhand marijuana smoke? They have a right too, and of course, you cannot smoke it in your car. You can't. They will try to figure out a way to regulate that. So are you stoned? No. No. Take a blood test. You're gonna have to take a blood test. And here in the state of Ohio, if you refuse a breathalyzer or something of that nature, they automatically take your license. Just boom. See you later. Thanks. You can refuse it. Sure, you can refuse it, but then you lose your license and you got to pay all that stuff back, and there might be some fines and fees and other stuff that you're subjected to, not to mention all the court costs and all that bullshit. So, they basically just force you into, giving up your Fifth Amendment rights. Yeah, your Fourth Amendment, your Fifth Amendment, right? Illegal search and seizure, that kind of thing. They just go ahead and force you into it through administrative means. Right. So let's see. Meanwhile, I don't know. I mean, I just basically just kind of checked out this weekend. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And now it's back to the grind, and now we gear up for Christmas and New Year's. Wow. Right. So I'm going to end it here. I got shit to do. This has been Mad Shad. Oh, wait. Go Team Linda. Go Team Linda. Fuck cancer. She's kicking ass, taking names, getting stronger by the day. Go TeamBabyHarper. I'm going to still keep her in here. She is getting stronger, and soon to be, hopefully, it is out of ICU already. I hope so. But we shall see. Go Team Lara. Go Team Lara. She is fighting the good fight. It's a long. I don't want to tell you much about Team Lara. I know Team Lara. She's in South Carolina. A good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. We go way back, and she's suffering. She's doing a lot of suffering with her conditions. She has to wear oxygen. She's a little bit older than me. She's like in her 50s. Having heart problems, and you can imagine. So so go Team Lara as well. Everyone seems to be recuperating and recovering nicely. Team Christy, Tomcat's wife, and so. But check up on your folks. Check up on your family, friends, and loved ones. See how they're doing. And just be there for them, right? Be there for them. So this has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget.